none of the positive things that are happening in being able to make great educational outcomes happen doesn't take place without great leadership. And so I truly appreciate the opportunity to be able to partner with Dr. Sanchez and Dr. Vega, who not only are doing a great job with TUSD, they're also a part of a community-wide initiative that we're working on together that is called Cradle to Career, which will, I believe, be transformative in making educational outcomes happen throughout our community, not just here in TUSD. But it's TUSD that I came to focus on today. So if you would, I'd like to just share a couple minutes with you about how you are making a difference in our community through the workplace campaign that we have an opportunity to be able to have right here with your organization, and to also share with you an update on the great progress that we're making together. In fact, instead of me explaining it to you, I brought an 8-year-old with me this morning who does a much better job of being able to share with you the progress that we're making. And please pay close attention to the video.
Did you know that 1 out of 5 Pima County residents lives in poverty? And more than 16% of Southern Arizonans do not know where their next meal will come from. Also, over 19,000 16 to 24-year-olds in Pima County are not enrolled in school. That's more than a sold-out game at the U of A McHale Center. By identifying these problems, United Way works to end these hardships that cause the cycle of poverty in our community. Last year, we helped. We educated over 4,500 teachers on best practices in early childhood development. We gave 88,102 books to at-risk children and prepared them with proven school readiness skills. We enabled 12,431 vulnerable older adults to remain at home with supportive services. We assisted 16,393 families with their income tax returns, bringing $25,209,730 in federal refunds back to our community. Wow, that's a lot of money. United Way of Tucson and Southern Arizona helped secure grants totaling over $10 million to more than 90 different community partners. These grants aided hard-working Southern Arizona residents. United Way identifies community needs through analysis of data. We know where help is needed. We track the outcomes, promote productive results, and hold ourselves and our partners accountable. Because we learned that informed decisions help drive community involvement and donor support, resulting in long-term success. Education, financial stability, healthy communities. We focus on these areas because they collectively address the underlying causes of poverty. To live united is to bring together the collective power of people to achieve long-term change. We continue our tradition of improving lives in our community, and with your help, we can make a lasting difference. Uniting a force against poverty. United Way. Building a better community by uniting people, ideas, and resources. Go to our website at www.unitedwaytucson.org or call us at 520-903-9000. Please give today.
I don't know if you have them as of yet, but there's a card that's going to be distributed to each and every one of you. That's a pamphlet that gives you those specific numbers that we wanted to share this morning in our video. But let me just tell you a couple of highlights of what you'll learn when you get hold of this pamphlet, and that we were actually looking to share with you this morning in that video. The important thing to understand is that this is a great partnership, and it's reciprocal. not only do we get an opportunity to be able to touch the lives of more than 100,000 people in Southern Arizona, kids and families and seniors throughout Southern Arizona. But this year, very specifically, we had the privilege and opportunity to be able to move the needle in many areas that makes a real difference, and being able to make sure that kids don't wind up as much as they have in the past coming to you under-resourced. You know, it's a really tough job that you have, being able to be the frontline people in making a difference and educating our children. And we really understand that at United Way of Tucson and Southern Arizona. That's why we work with 90+ agencies to be able to make a real difference in making sure that kids, as many kids as possible, wind up at school ready to learn, ready to read, ready to succeed every day. It's tough for a child to show up who hasn't had a great night's sleep because there's instability in the household. It's extremely hard for you to deal with a child who winds up not only unrested but also malnourished, who winds up in the classroom hungry. It's tough to deal with the circumstance when kids wind up missing school, and some of us in the room probably know that the number one reason for high absenteeism is something as simple as dental health, a toothache. Kids not having an opportunity to be able to see a dentist on a regular basis is the number one reason for high school absenteeism. But you know, one of the things that I was able to share is I had an opportunity to go out with Dr. Sanchez in the Steps for Success program and knock on a few doors just recently. It's amazing how much a difference can be made just by having the family and the child know that there's somebody who cares. And it's an amazing experience to be able to go do that. And I've had the opportunity to do that in partnership with Dr. Sanchez and the mayor and others, and be able to see the difference that really can be made if we just show that we care. And so because of the work that we do collectively, we're able to make better outcomes happen. And so as you will see in this brochure when you get a chance to read it, that does not happen without being very intentional about this partnership and this collaboration. Just yesterday, I had the privilege to sign a purchase order that came across my desk. And it was for right around $85,000. And that was one of the things that I can point to that actually indicates that relationship that we have, because it was for an early childhood education program that is actually being done at TUSD. And so it was great to be able to be the fiduciary of making sure that those resources went from First Thing First and comes to TUSD to be able to make those educational outcomes happen. And so it's because of that partnership that we get a chance to be able to know that working with United Way and the investment that you make through the workplace campaign that we are very excited about, that you're about to launch at TUSD, it really truly does make a difference. Finally, I just wanted to make sure that you knew how much I personally appreciate that investment. An investment in the United Way, a dollar invested turns into $5.24 of real community impact. And I don't know about you, but boy, I'd love to get that kind of return on my investments. But that hadn't happened recently for me. But I can tell you that we make that happen by making sure that your investment, first of all, is managed with great stewardship and efficiency. We have some of the lowest costs that you can find nationally in our administrative cost at United Way of Tucson in Southern Arizona. In fact, the national metric for administrative costs to get the highest rating for nonprofit organizations is around 20 cents on the dollar. Ours is half of that. In fact, somewhere between 8 and 9 cents on the dollar. Why? Because being able to be great stewards of the resources that we receive is extremely important. That reciprocal effect of being able to make that dollar investment and turn that into $5.24 of genuine impact comes from the fact that our United Way is never satisfied with just raising resources locally. One of the great things that I like to share with organizations like this when I get an opportunity to talk is that one of our biggest grants last year came from the Community Foundation of San Francisco. So now, why would the Community Foundation of San Francisco be making investments in Tucson? It's because they love the fact that we focus on one of our programs that we call Disconnected Youth. Kids between the age of 16 and 24 who aren't going to school, they're not working, they're not engaged anywhere. And because of a real collaboration between the multiple organizations, including yours, we're able to go out and make a difference. One of those being like the Steps for Success program, when kids just really need a little bit of motivation to reconnect them. So a high six-figure grant we went out and raised and brought into this community to be able to make a difference and match that with the investment that you put into United Way. And that gives us an opportunity to make those great positive outcomes and transformations happen. So your investment is appreciated, but we don't sit back on our laurels and just take the investments that are made here in this community. We go out and raise them nationally to be able to make a difference in this community. Our theme this year of uniting a force against poverty is extremely important because we know that our area here, Tucson and Southern Arizona, keeps winding up on a list depending on what rating system you see, from Wallet Hub to others, that says that we are the 10th poorest large metropolitan area of over 1 million in the country. And we take that very seriously because we know how pervasive that problem can be. But we also know that we can do something about it. And so we're partnering with the city and many other organizations, including yours, to be able to make a difference in that so that we can make sure that we send kids to you in the very best possible condition, ready to learn, ready to read, ready to succeed. Thanks so much for this great partnership and how it truly is making a difference in our community. And again, I want to thank Dr. Sanchez and Dr. Vega for their inclusion in the Cradle to Career initiative, which includes every school superintendent from every district, the University of Arizona, Pima Community College, and here's the best part, business. Business is actually making an investment because one of the things that we do as we unite the community around this objective of creating better educational outcomes is helping them to understand from the business community that to create the very best workforce for the jobs of today and tomorrow, business must invest. And so I spent the last year serving as the chairman of the board for the Tucson Metro Chamber of Commerce. And so why would I do that? Why would I subject myself to being bivocational for almost a year? It's because I wanted to be able to share with our business partners, first of all, that economic development is a great thing. The more that we can be able to create the best environment for jobs to come to Tucson, and that's living wage job opportunities, the better opportunity that we'll have to be able to get those kids to you in the best shape and best possible condition. But finally, to be able to share with business that their investment is extremely important, and that's again how we help to be able to make that compounding effect of your investment turn into $5.24 of real impact in our community. thanks so much for what you're doing. I'm excited about what you're about to do as we continue to be able to make a huge difference in the students of TUSD. Thanks so much for the time.